Hi, my name's Elaine Bardessa Newbro, owner and designer of Reversible Golf and Resort Wear here in Palm Desert, California. While the virus is going on, we're trying to do our part with a lot of help from our friends at lots of clubs throughout the valley. We are making masks, and as we make them, we need 100% cotton sheets and 100% cotton fabric to help us. In the meantime, if you want to make your own mask, watch the video and we'll show you what you can do to help your community. First, we're going to talk about the pattern and the cutting. So, for those of you here in the desert, I've given you a lot of patterns, but if you're outside or in the future starting to volunteer, you can make these at home. Just get a manila folder like this, put this on top, measure it out, and it comes out to 8 by 14 inches. So 8 inches by 14 inches, okay? Then once you've cut that, you're going to make a little mark 3 inches here and 3 inches here and write fold. This is one cut per mask. Then you go down here and this is a fold, 4.5 inches. So we're gonna start. Now I folded this fabric into 5, so I'm gonna cut 5 deep on this one. So what you're gonna do, so you don't hurt yourself, keep your hand away. The rotary is the only way to go. Scissors will just take so long. You're just gonna run right through it, just like that, okay? And then the next one, you're gonna run through it this side, run through it this side, and you do need to apply some pressure. You're gonna run it through this way, and you've just cut 5 masks. Now, once that's done, you want to mark these because this is where you're going to fold them to make your mask. And you just that easy. Don't go any more than 1/4 of an inch. That's about as much as you want. Now, the next step, and now you've got one mask done. So I'll set this aside. Now the next stage, you need to make the binding. You can see here, we put binding on the side of the mask. So take your extra fabric. Now you can, if you want to be creative and use white, you can do that too. Or you just take one of these and you're going to cut these 2 by 5, cut 2 per mask. So double that up. You're going to go like this. You're going to go like this, like this. Again, keep your fingers out of the way. And now you've got your binding. It's that easy for cutting. This portion is for our sewers. You may be doing cutting and sewing, but if you are just the sewer, this is what we do. You're going to make a 1/4 inch fold and seams, single stitch seam. You do not have to back and forth because it'll be stitched down when we do the binding. So this is what you want to have done. Do this first. That's number 1. And as you can see, I already kind of pre-folded, pressed this. You want this to look like an envelope. Do you see? These seams, you want these 2 to match up, okay? Then from there, we're gonna flip it over. So this is the top part that you lay down. The very first thing we're gonna do is make the first fold. You want to eyeball about a 3/4 inch fold, just like that. Again, watch your fingers. We don't want anybody to hurt themselves. And just run it across. That's fold number 1. Now, the reason we want it that way is look back here. Now this is the pocket that you can put a filter in, okay? So that stays solid there. Then you're gonna go to your next fold. And you're gonna eyeball about 3/4. You're gonna press. This is really the hardest part of the entire thing. Then you're gonna do your last one, okay? And there you go, it's pressed. Then you go to the back and you can see the little envelope there. So the next step is we're going to stitch down the side. Now, for those of you who don't necessarily need to do that, this is where the binding comes in, okay? If you are more comfortable, just make sure the opening is right there. You set it on top of this, your binding, then you roll this over, just give it a little press. Not everybody's gonna have the luxury of an industrial machine. However, the home machines do a great job. As you can see, I'm just doing 1/8 of an inch. If stuff like that happens, you know, it does. Then taking it out, cutting it there and there. The next step, you're gonna roll it over. And the next step, you're gonna roll once, then twice. Now you can use the same fabric like I showed you in the cutting, or you know, you can get creative. We only want to go 1/4 of an inch into your elastic. We've been cutting the elastic 7 inches to give a little more room for fuller faces. Then you're going to just go forward on it. You're going to bring it around. And when you get about right there, open it up and put the other part of the elastic in. It makes it a little bit easier. And like I say, about a 1/4 inch works. And then you're going to finish it off. And that's it. You've made a mask. Then of course you repeat the other side. And as you can see, thank you, John, who's videotaping this. You have your mask, and it's really pretty quick. As you can see, lots of sheets here. That's another thing. We are doing a sheet drive, 100% cotton sheets, and of course everything's sterilized and when the masks are made, or you can use cotton. So whatever you have, you can be very flexible with your materials, just as long as they're 100% cotton. But before I finish, I want to thank everybody here in the desert who's been working so hard and diligently to get these masks made and facilitated, to whether it's a doctor's office or just to anyone walking down the street. The most important thing to remember, these are free. We are giving them away for free for anyone who needs them. I want to thank Desert Princess Country Club, Chaparral, Mission Lakes, Oasis, PJ West, Palmia, Citrus, Sun City, La Quinta, and Indian Wells, and more. All you ladies are fabulous. I thank you. And anyone else who wants to start this in their community, give me a call. If I can help you, I will. 760-333-6991. Like this, share it with your friends. And please be well and be safe.